What's up guys, it's Meg and it's that time of the week again for our weekly Walker Talk, helping ease your Walker withdrawals 1 week at a time. How have you guys been doing this week? Today was the first day of filming for season 5 down in Georgia, and super exciting day. We're slowly starting to get set pictures in and lots of interesting little things, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. So I know that in the past I have said I don't like spoilers, and I don't. But what I tend to do during the summer months when we have the break between the seasons is I do follow a lot of the set pictures and who's filming with who, and I like to talk about it in my videos. So if you are also avoiding those sorts of spoilers, you probably, and I hate to say this, but I will try and give you a warning because you probably don't want to watch some of these videos that I put out in order to avoid things being spoiled for you, because I will talk about who's been seen with who. Once the season actually gets started, I stop looking at spoilers altogether. So just kind of a little FYI on how I do my videos over the summer months. So today I got word that a regular actor has been cast for season 5. His name is Seth Gilliam, and he's cast to play a character named Michael Todd, which we all know that The Walking Dead, when they cast new characters, they never give them their real character name for the show in order to throw off all of us diehard fans that try and figure it out right away. But if you guys haven't searched his picture yet, search his picture on Google. He looks like he could definitely be a Father Gabriel. So I'm really excited to kind of see where this is going. I know that we've been talking about Father Gabriel coming for a long time now, and there's a huge theory out there that him and Beth are together, and that is how we will see Beth again, and that's how we'll be introduced to Father Gabriel. This just totally confirms my theory. I, of course, don't know if I'm correct or not, but I want to be correct. I really want this Father Gabriel person to be a really good guy and help save Beth, and that there was a reason they drove away. You know, maybe he didn't understand that Daryl was still there helping her, and in the hecticness of it, they just drove off leaving Daryl behind. You know, I really feel like this is a good thing for Beth, like she was saved by the person rather than kidnapped. And the description for the character, it is described as a friendly, now the way this is spelled, I don't know if it's pukish or puckish. I don't know what puckish means. I'm probably sounding dumb right now, but it says he is described as a friendly puckish humor, having a friendly pukish humor, I don't know, but also having a haunted side stemming from a dark secret. So, you know, in the house, the funeral home where Beth was kidnapped and Daryl and Beth were staying, we know that they were still, someone was still there embalming these dead bodies, continuing on their work and making them look beautiful. And you know, it would kind of make sense. Maybe they're not going to play the Father Gabriel as Father Gabriel in a church. Maybe this is just a guy who was working at a funeral home and continued to embalm the bodies. Maybe he's not quite all there. This character description, it kind of fits a little bit with having a dark past. I mean, I feel like you have to be a little bit off to still be embalming bodies in the Walker apocalypse. Maybe not. I mean, I guess if you cared about the people and you care about your job and what you did before all of this went down, maybe you would still want to give people a peaceful ending despite the things they did as Walker. I don't know. To me, though, it kind of fits a little bit. Maybe this guy is kind of the Gabriel character that we're going to see with Beth. He looked a little bit young to me to be the same kind of Gabriel that we saw in the comics. I kind of feel like that guy was a little bit older. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just the feeling I got from it. Either way, super exciting news. If you guys hear anything else about his character, let me know in the comments below. Or if you hear of any other casting announcements, I would be really excited to hear it. As far as filming goes, I'm following the Spoiling Dead fan page on Facebook, and also following the Spoil the Dead fan forums where they talk about all the episodes and speculation and spoilers. I really love that forum site, so if you guys haven't seen it, check it out. It's called spoilthedead.com. And now I'm going to answer a couple of your questions. I didn't really get too many questions this week, but I'm going to answer a couple of them, and you guys can leave me comments down below for questions for next week. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the first questions come from YouTube from Jerome, I can't say your last name, But he asked 3 questions. One is, when do you think we will see Negan? Okay, the person in me who loves the comics and the show with all of my heart does not want to ever see Negan. I don't want any of my characters to die by Negan's hand. I hate him in the comics so much. Mind you, he adds a lot of intense scenes in the comics and some great storylines, but he scares me and I hate him with a passion. And I do not want to see him in the show, because that would mean that some of our characters die, and one of our characters will probably die in the most brutal way, and I don't want to see it. That being said, I guess if I really thought about it, I would probably say not season 5, probably season 6. I really don't think this next season we're going to see him. I think it's going to be focused on a lot of other storylines. His second question is, what is your favorite season? My favorite season has always been season 2. I loved season 2 on the farm and getting all of the new characters that came with the farm. I loved Dale so much. That was the season where we lost Dale. I really have a special spot in my heart for season 2, you know, and also not Dale, Shane. We lost Shane, and it was a great storyline, and I know a lot of people didn't like season 2, but it really has always been my favorite. That being said, season 4, oh my gosh, for one, we saw so much more Daryl storyline, and you guys know that I'm an obsessed Daryl fan, and so I loved seeing all of his storylines and really just the amazing character development that has come from the season 4 and everything that has happened to everyone in season 4. So as of now, I'm going to say that season 4 has trumped season 2, and it is my all-time favorite season of The Walking Dead. True story. Number 3 is, can you do reviews of the comics when they release? You can read the issues online on YouTube. They're all there. I have thought about doing that. However, I am kind of a book person where I have to have it in my hands. And I know it's weird because I could just look ahead and look at it online, but to me, when I'm reading a book or a comic or anything, it doesn't have the same effect on me, and it doesn't mean as much as if I have held it physically in my hands while I'm reading it. My favorite books, you know, if anything happened to some of my favorite books that I've read and have carried around with me and turned the pages, you know, and you fall in love with the story, and you fall in love with the book that holds that story. And the same kind of goes for The Walking Dead with me. I feel like I need to hold those issues in my hands, and I want to feel the pages and the emotion as I'm reading them, and I probably sound like a complete crazy person right now. That being said, I will not read the comics online. I just don't. I'm also pretty behind right now. I just read the first, the part 1 of All Out War, and so I haven't read part 2 and finished it, and I'm not reading the individual issues as they come out. I read them as the volumes, where it's like All Out War part 1 and it's a volume when they publish them, and I think they publish them like twice a year. I could be wrong, but I'm not all the way up to date. So I feel like if I review them on this video, it will be too late, you know? By the time I review them, everyone will have already discussed it. So I don't know, it may be something I'll ponder in the future just to give you guys my thoughts on it, but I don't know if it'll be current with all of the current issues because I'm not quite all the way current. So don't leave me any spoilers. Okay guys, that is it for today. If you have any questions for next week's video, please leave them in the comments below, or you can add me on Facebook and leave me your questions there, because every week I ask you guys what do you want to talk about this week, and I used your questions in my videos. Except this week, I didn't do that, but that's okay. All right, you guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. I will see you next week. Bye.